Easy to stand up. Anyway, music NFTs. I think it's another interesting and fascinating topic because, again, usually people don't think of music as an NFT. Everybody thinks of pictures, but actually, recently there was a lot of projects trying to challenge the traditional streaming services like Spotify, Apple Music. Reimagining the ways how you can, think about streaming, subscriptions, and even ownerships. There were even things like investment in music where you can own the whole song or a piece of song or interval. You potentially can only, own 5 seconds of a song and so on. For you to get an idea about projects here, I think some of them are already dead or close to be dead, as they're often in Web3, but we see different way of thinking about it. One big category is streaming. It's exactly the same model as, let's say, Spotify, but with presumably fairer revenue sharing, for bigger share of all the income that would go to creators, and then investment component, which is basically buying a song as an NFT, or not a song but some instrumental piece. And there are projects that try to do both, where you as a fan or as just a listener have an option whether you pay a subscription fee, whether you send a donation to the artist that you like, or whether you buy the piece or part of the piece as an NFT. Different ways of thinking about it, but also there are fundamental problems with some of those models. First of all, to be honest, when we talk about Web3 streaming, it's actually not that different from the streaming itself. Like, there would be probably a platform token to do the transactions and pay the fee, but all their marketing idea is just that we give much higher share of revenues to creators, and that's it. And if you think about it, any business outside of Web3 can do the same. Also, when we talk about investment, it's the same problem not only in music but in all NFTs, that there is no correlation between NFT and issuing NFT and owning copyright to that NFT. Or anything related to intellectual property. So the idea that, presumably you can go and, you name the song, send a Michael Jackson song, mint an NFT from it, and earn from it. And, you'll probably get legal charges from the traditional industries, but within the platform there is no mechanism yet that would verify that you indeed own it. And then there is also a problem with musical labels. For example, we had a client that wanted to basically create a hybrid project with all the functionality that Web3 offers, but they told us that, we're a label, we're a music label. So our idea, we create this attractive to, tech-savvy new users and new creators. They will come, but they too small at the moment. So we'll get them kind of under our hood, and then we will encourage them to join our label. And then we still, as a label, will be earning revenues. We'll help them with marketing. We'll get them some audience, but still, it's a very strange and sophisticated way to go back to the traditional practices. And if we talk about these new artists joining that label, they still lose the revenues and they lose the direct contact with their audience, and they again create middlemen. So I find it very problematic, and it's kind of a big threat to the future of the model. And yet it's been again a huge trend within the last year, I'd say, and a lot of music, a lot of rappers, maybe they very excited about it, and it's always in the news how Snoop Dogg did new crazy stuff. And on Rocky you can find a lot of rap music, and the fans of those rappers, they come to those platforms and they listen. But it's quite interesting, and if you want to get some take on it, you can go with some of those platforms. You have a free access and you can listen some songs absolutely for free and play with it and see if you find it really different from Spotify or not. Okay, Michael.
Can I ask
Yeah, sure.
at what stage are these music platforms? So
Like the development stage?
Development stage.
Yeah, as I said, I
Do
honestly...
they have signed singers? Do they have functional tokenomics now?
Again, I can't tell it from top of my head, because I think
There are a lot of
Royal or Rocky was... No.
SoundCloud is now actually developing their own tokenomics to reward creators with cryptocurrency.
Okay.
Like a lot of them, I know Royal has that one.
I think Audius is doing the best.
And Audius has one of the best
Yes.
reputation in the sphere of basically giving one-to-one. So there's the singer or the band or the creator, and he's selling his music towards the people which are listening to it. I even know, what's that called now?
They also, I think, have some stable token.
Spotify is also experimenting with a new type of tokenomics to create, so you can reward users. It's almost like Facebook's.
Like a listen to earn.
Oh my god!
That working?
You know how many people just be farming that, But it will be like the super like on Facebook, which was created, so you could basically donate 90 crowns to this creator, but they're trying it up with cryptocurrency.
But I actually heard of kind of listen to earn in the context of ads. And if you know the history of internet, there were a moment when people were actually paid for looking at the ads and things this. So it kind of came to Web3 too, but on the side a little bit, fortunately.
I just got a funny thing to say. Can you imagine how you'd revive the MP3 player if it was listened to earn? You would just be carrying with you this big thing just to listen to music. You don't even plug your headphones in.
Actually, there's an interesting project I'm looking at. It's called Gala Music.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like Gala Games?
Gala Games, the same company. They're developing the Gala Music. The concept is pretty interesting. They are very pioneering.
We actually talk with them because they're one of our close partners in the project.
Yeah.
And they're very ingenious type of way what they do with things. They're trying to also create the same tokenomics for the music. So you listen to music, you then recommend it, or you share it to somebody. If you share it to somebody and they listen to it, they get a token for that. That's something they're experimenting with to try and increase music sharing.